You've stumbled across Next Waypoint. I'm Clay.
And I'm Andrea. We sold our home and moved into a 30-foot fifth wheel so we could explore the U.S. up close.
Follow us from waypoint to waypoint to share in our findings.
Good morning, fellow travelers and virtual travelers. Welcome to another rainy travel day. We want to tell you today about our experience at the Mid-Atlantic Grand Design Owners Rally. So, manufacturers of RVs, a lot of them, Winnebago, Grand Design, all the other ones, have rallies for their owners where you all meet up at a campground and they have activities and informational stuff and maybe classes and entertainment, whatever. And you get to know other people at the rally and maybe learn how other people do things and share how you do things and just make friends, talk about your travels together. So the Mid-Atlantic Rally was held in Berlin, Maryland, which is basically the Ocean City area. And it was held at Frontier Town, which anybody from that area probably knows what Frontier Town is, has been to it on some family vacation. But it's a Western themed, it's a water park. It's got a big arcade and a Western town. So we'll put pictures up of, it's got the saloons and different things, but it had zip lines.
They have a marina, fishing,
and it had
fishing dock.
The campground had a swimming pool. So the campground's kind of separate, but kind of not.
The cement pond.
Yes, they called their swimming pool the cement pond, which some people will get, the younger people won't. They had the whole Western town was set up really cool, and it had I can't remember what they called it, but where you put your head and your hands in. I'll put it up there. Started with a P. It's like stockade or whatever, but pillory.
Pillory.
It's called a pillory.
There's a difference between the stocks and pillory.
Yeah, stocks were for your feet. Pillory is for your head and your hands. So I had actually been there with my friend Dia years ago. And so somewhere I have a picture, and I hope I can find it to put up to compare with the one that Clay took of me while we were there. But like 30 years in between.
I also attended Frontier Town as a kid.
Yeah.
So my entire family, my mom and dad and my sister went sometime in the 70s or 80s. I don't remember.
Yep. So.
But I do remember. Yep. I remember my dad taking the picture with the Can
Girls.
Can Girls.
Yeah. Pastor Don. I'll have to see if we can find that picture.
I would like to find it.
But yeah, so it's a fun place to visit regardless. Oh, they had a nice camp store there too. Really nice camp store and coffee shop there, which was great to have.
Breakfast.
Yeah, because we weren't used to setting alarms and getting up to go to activities, so it was nice to be able to walk past, get yourself coffee and the breakfast sandwich.
Texas Trick Riders put on a show several times. They did a OK Corral shootout one night before dinner.
Folks having a fine evening tonight.
Hey, boys, what you think you're doing over there? Harassing our fine.
We're just trying to have a good time there, Virgil.
Just trying to have a good time? Well, I say you stop bothering all these fine while they're trying.
Stay down, Frank. Frank?
And then after or before one of the dinners, they did a full show.
But the American cowboy was just as handy. Got that?
So they had a bunch of vendors there, More Ride and Lippard and RV companies that sell solar batteries, but they had a vendor there making funnel cakes. So we were able to give a donation, and we both had a funnel cake. That was nice.
Anything you buy, you're supporting troops in some way because they were all giving.
We had to get funnel cakes.
We had to get the puffs. We had to get the funnel cakes. It was our duty as American citizens. So
they were selling golf carts and stuff like that.
There's a line for the funnel cake.
And the funnel cake was really good, by the way. It was very good. She waited in line for it, and I was riding my bike, and I came right then and there. And then I saw her about to get the funnel cake, and I would videotape it, and then she handed one to me. It was like, oh, she got me one. It was so sweet.
It was so sweet.
I didn't know I was getting one.
Well, the way everybody was raving about them, and I was just going to split it with them.
It's hot.
That everybody's raving about them, and they're just, there was a long line, but that couple, older than us, not terribly old, were just whipping these suckers out. Meanwhile, their baby grandson that they brought with them was napping in their RV, and it's like he could wake up anytime. And they're just putting these things out, and I'm like, I'm gonna support because I wanted that because it's all by donation, and half of it's going to go to their supplies, and the other half is going to go to the. So I'm like, I gotta support these folks.
I enjoyed the campground overall. I mean, it was one thing was good. It was flat.
Yeah.
So you didn't. As far as riding the bike, that was really nice. You get to ride your bike by the waterfront.
Are you a bird watcher?
It was really neat. They had people setting up for Halloween. They had this big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which was kind of neat.
It was their own. It was huge. Even deflated, that must have taken a lot of space.
That was neat. But normally when we go to a campground for 3-4 days, week, whatever, we do stuff in the campground, but we always go into the small towns nearby, and there's things to do. This is the first place where we didn't leave town at all. I mean, we didn't leave the campground at all. We stayed there the entire time.
No boredom whatsoever.
They had a cornhole tournament they set up that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
The skill level of some people were just awful.
That would have been us if we had participated, but we did not.
The elimination, finally the good people got to the end. So that was fun watching that.
But my main desire when I first heard about rallies was I was imagining we'd all be like sitting around, maybe 100 or 200 people sitting around a campfire and maybe getting to know each other. But as it turns out, there were 200 RVs that showed up for the rally with a total of almost 500 people when you include families and, couple singles, but it came to almost 500 people. And so it was actually so many people that it was kind of hard to meet people. So, I talked to people here and there, but they all, when I went to my seminars and whatnot, but it just seemed like everybody was already hooked up with friends or came with friends, and we didn't meet as many people as we would have liked to. However, Clay, if you're ready, you can tell them about our neighbors, Rick and Karen, and how you met them, and tell them a little about Rick and Karen.
We parked next to They have a Grand Design Imagine, and they were already there. They came a day earlier. They had noticed that on the back of our RV it said Tom Schaefer, that we bought our RV from Tom Schaefer, and that's a RV dealership in Pennsylvania. And they also noticed that our tags were from Maryland. They were just like, they couldn't understand why someone from Maryland would buy the RV Tom Schaefer. So I got to talking with Rick, and they bought their RV from Tom Schaefer, and they live right near Tom Schaefer. So I explained to them that we saw the model that we wanted at the Harrisburg RV show, and that's why Tom Schaefer was there, and we bought it from there, and went up there and bought that. So anyway, that's how we, that's how we first met. So and then he also attended the solar seminar, and then after the morning session was over, I went to him at his. We were sitting outside his RV. I said, "How'd you like? You get everything you know about RV?" And he was a little overwhelmed, and so I started sharing my experience in setting up my RV for solar, basically explaining you don't have to do the full thing that they try to tell you. You can do it in pieces. Another person we met was Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah.
He was at the solar rally, and I went back to the afternoon session, and he was in his chair sleeping. So.
Yeah, sorry, Jonathan. But it was funny.
Yeah, but Rick and Karen, we exchanged information, emails, and that so forth, and I sent them some pictures of what.
So yeah, we'll put some pictures of them up there, because every once in a while you do meet somebody that you kind of hit it off with, and it was just a short time, but we got to spend at least one meal. We got to sit and eat with them,
and they won one of the raffles, which was kind of neat.
Yeah, they won one little
at
door
the
prize.
Final ceremony, they were announcing all the raffle winners, and they won.
And this is when we're all sitting around a picnic table in the dark with just those little lights over us, and all the people around us are looking at their 10, 20 tickets that they had and trying to read those tiny numbers on the stubs of the tickets in the dark. And so they started to say going once, going twice, before Rick or Karen said, we got it.
But we didn't win.
No, we didn't buy any. We got one free raffle ticket. Everybody got one free one.
Right, they bought an extra.
So we put it in, but a lot of people just bought extras because, hey, that goes for the troops too. So, but they said they don't usually win anything, so that was fun for them.
But I can imagine us going. They mentioned about places they'd like to go where they live, and I can imagine us do some of that. It's up near where my parents live, so.
She mentioned Apple Orchard Festival or something that I'm definitely looking into, and I think she's at the Bloomsburg Fair in Pennsylvania. So if you've ever done either of those, mention it in the comments. Tell us what you thought. All our Pennsylvania followers.
Yeah, have you also attended a rally or want to attend a rally?
Yeah.
Have any questions? Put it in the comments.
Would we do it again? That was another thing that I thought, would we do another rally?
I think we will. There's some big rallies out west, and some of the RV, not just brand specific rallies, but some of the really big rallies out west,
right.
Portside and stuff. I think and the balloon.
Oh yeah.
So there's things that we'll do, but it was nice. It wouldn't be on the top of my list to do it again.
No, it's not something I want to do right away again. It was fun, but we're not the ones to go to the Sun Outdoors, and we tend to pay a lot less for our campsites. So getting to this RV show, because it was on the East Coast, it was near Ocean City, Maryland. Since the Key Bridge collapsed this past year, that made our trip from Baltimore to Ocean City a lot different than what it would have been.
Normally, we would go to the Key Bridge, because with the RV and the propane, you can't take the RV through the tunnels. So Baltimore tunnels are one of the few ones in the States that you can't take hazmat through. So So now you either got to go through the city, and all the city has to offer downtown, or you got to take the Beltway all the way around on the west side, or go up north to and come down through Delaware. Go up 95 and come down through Delaware. So we opted on going north, and coming through Delaware. So yeah, that's just part of the things with the Key Bridge problems. So we got there. That was the way we went, and then on the way, when it was a couple things, we stopped at the Chesapeake House or Maryland House, one of the rest stops
on 95, the big rest areas that are like a food court mall type thing.
Our GPS had quite a bit of a hiccup. She
freaked out.
She was hurting.
Route recalculation. 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 Route recalculation.
No more caffeine for you.
Route recalculation. 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 Follow the highway. Route recalculation. Route recalculation. After a quarter of a mile, keep right towards Hazard Degrade.
But also on the way out, we got off the highway. We're on the smaller roads, and someone drove by me and was telling me to roll my window down or something,
indicating for us to pull over. I think.
So immediately, and I know, especially when you're pulling a rig, someone tells you something. Hey, it's something. Pay attention. Yeah, so we pulled over, and the our bike cover was starting to come off, and
it was nearly off. Yeah,
nearly off. So we were able to pull that off, and it stopped raining anyway, so we didn't need the bike cover. Yeah.
So thanks to whoever you are, that was kind of you.
And then, so yeah, that was our travel there, and then our travel leaving the place. We went to Fort Meade after that place for a couple nights, and that way we were able to take the Bay Bridge. But being Sunday afternoon, it was really backed up.
Yeah.
On all the traffic lights getting before you get on where 50 and 301 meet. And man, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
We had to pull over at one of these little strip malls. Oh, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
So it's nice having the RV. You can pull over
and just jump in the back.
So that was. I gotta remember.
But that trip ended up taking us an hour longer than the GPS told us it would, just because of Sunday afternoon traffic.
In the frontier town, we spent 3 nights there, and then at the rally, and then we spent 4 nights at Fort Meade at the campground, at the family camp. It was okay. It's a nice place. It's very secure. It's kind of expensive from what they offer, but it does seem to always be crowded. But it also allowed me to go home one day because it's not too far, and did some more driving lessons with Kelly. And I stayed overnight there, and me and Kelly we watched some TV together. I stayed overnight, and then I left Andrea here all by herself.
That was my first time alone in the RV overnight. It was fine. I got stuff done. So yeah. And then it just rained and rained and rained and rained for most of the time we were there. But it was a chance to just kind of rest up from having to get up for activities for several days.
And on that Monday was our anniversary, so we had a 30th anniversary.
That's right.
So happy anniversary.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, that's right. Monday was our anniversary.
So yeah.
Where'd we go?
30 years. We went to the Hideaway in Odenton. We had to find it.
It was funny how they had their signs put up.
It was a nice restaurant.
Porridge. Please, sir. Can I have some more?
Anniversary dinner.
See all this good stuff that I will lose out on if I don't scrape it down.
The Hideaway. Nice pig on the wall. Hog wild.
I've been there before when I worked at near Fort Meade, and a lot of people meet there for retirements and things like that. So I knew it was a good place.
More barbecue type stuff, but it's good.
It was very good. On the way to Misty
Mountain
Resort.
something. It's in Charlottesville. Our son Justin is meeting up with some friends in Charlottesville, and so we thought we'd come down. He's actually going to stay in our RV with us. So yeah, we'll be there for a few days. That's it. So we'll see you at our next waypoint.
Yes, we will see you at our next waypoint. Thank you. Thanks for watching.